And for the video, just go to the Proper Gentleman's Club on YouTube. Easy to find. Gentleman with a M-A-N, not M-E-N. So let's get into it while I still have a mind about me and I'm drinking this coffee. So, you know what I realized the other day? And all these realizations are always like, they're always coming to me. And you know what? It gives me a chance to talk about the stuff that's on my heart and not necessarily like plan stuff out, which I like. Don't mind that TV. It's going to go on and off the entire time. I swear it's listening. It's definitely listening. You'll be able to tell. It's definitely listening. So this is about, and so the article is actually up on the propergentleman'sclub.com as well. Spelled the same way. So you can read the blog, actually the blog that started this. And this is titled, I Refuse to Flirt Anymore. Now, some of you may laugh, some of you may think this is a bit quirky, and that's fine, but I've got to say my piece here. Here's my piece. I, as a Libra, it is something that is 100% natural to me to flirt. And it's almost like a speech pattern in a way that it contains, like, look, you know, when you're flirting, it's looks, it's body language, it's speech, it's trying to get the other person to laugh and enjoy their conversation with you. Like, that's what that is. I want people to enjoy, women, to enjoy their interactions with me, so I flirt. I'll say little things, and it's not. The thing is the flirting is completely innocent. It's just the what makes it flirting is energy. Just like a lot of other languages other than the English language are tonal languages, and so how you say it tells you which version of the word you're talking about. And so for me, that's what flirting was. Flirting is just a different way. It's a different way to communicate. Now, the biggest reason that I'm not flirting anymore. I understand now how much trouble that's gotten me into in the past. God, how do I even say this? The TV is going to be so distracting, isn't it? So, flirting is this communication style that I adapted to get people to like me. If you've seen my other content, you know that I was a person who wanted my ego stroked. I didn't have a lot of nurturing growing up, and so the attention that I got, I thought would fill the void. And that is not how that works. Your void is filled by you loving yourself, expressing yourself completely, and the people and the joy that come into your life daily give you the ability to be grateful and thankful for your skills and talents, for the life that you're living, and that you can give back with your gifts, your skills, your talents. When we do things when we approach relationships transactionally, it takes away the true fullness of what relationships could be. In my last episode, I talked about capacity, availability, mutual admiration, mutual interest, and mutual desire for commitment. And those are the 5 building blocks of a strong bond, which leads to a long-lasting relationship. And I say that because a relationship must be built on, one, a friendship first, not a friendship built on sexual tension, which is what flirting can do. And when you build a relationship on that sexual tension, yes, it's exciting. Yes, it's fast. Yes, it's, even if you hold off, which I'll be honest, I'm not a one night dude. I would rather not. I would rather hold off. I would rather hold off for quite a while because it's funner that way. You get to enjoy the person, and I did build friendships, but you know what else? Think about all your past relationships and how many people that you dated that you're not friends with, that you don't want to talk to, that you were able to just leave. And think about the people that you dated that you still have that soft spot for, that you, and even not even dated, just interacted with, that you've always had a soft spot for. Those people who you're like, that person's I fuck with that person. And I believe, obviously, that a friendship is the key start of a really good relationship. You got to be able to be friends with this person, right? And you do have to have some mutual interest. You absolutely have to have some mutual interest. The other thing about a lot of these relationships nowadays is people will do those things that are new and exciting, but that's not them. That's not them, meaning it's exciting and it's new, so we do it, and it's a new person, and we think that it's great. Over time, those things fade. Just like when you start a new hobby. You're like, oh man, this hobby's great. And next thing you know, you haven't done that hobby in 6 months because it's not really you. It's just something that was new. And anything can be approached this way. Which takes me back to why I would flirt. The funny thing about me flirting is that there were two types of women. Because if you listen to any of my past couple episodes, I believe episode 10 and 11, I talked about this. The singles episode, I believe, and then the last episode. And so it's just a running thing now. Excuse me. I will not approach a woman who I'm actually interested in. I won't talk to her. I won't do it. So there's definitely no flirting going on with women that I'm interested in. Not at all. Not unless they approach me first. If they approach me first, game on. But I'm the way that I am. I actually get more nervous around women who I'm interested in, and so the flirting doesn't come as easily. So I will flirt, and I would flirt with women who, that I found interesting, but may not be interested in. I would flirt with, she could be attractive, but even if I'm not interested in her, it's okay. As long as my real interest isn't there, I can flirt with her. Now, I am not flirting with somebody that I'm not interested in, that I don't find attractive at all. Strictly business. No flirting at all. And I learned that at the singles event. The first couple ladies I went up to talk to had visually weren't appealing to me. Weren't appealing to me. And it was strictly business. Was easy to open up conversation, but could not flirt. And that was the first day that I really. So this was 3-4 weeks ago, now, that I learned of this. And over the last few weeks, I've been approaching my conversations with women very differently, because I realize my flirting is what's gotten me into trouble. My flirting with the wrong person over time is definitely leading that person on. That's the way it's taken, is that I like this person. Because why would you flirt with somebody that you don't like? Well, for me, it's flirting with people that I'm interested in, because I get those people to like me, and I get my ego stroked. And now that I don't want that, I'm not flirting at all. It was because I was scared of true intimacy. I would link the attention from flirting and getting my ego stroked to being liked, loved, or someone returning that interest. I was very fond of people returning the interest that I showed by flirting. That's what makes it so dangerous, is because I'm also was the person that didn't know when to stop. Didn't know when to, well, wouldn't tell a person that because the flirting continued, I never backed away and found myself in relationships that I never wanted to be in. And that's why all my relationships failed. Because if you put this together, it's a whole pattern. I'm never going to approach women who I'm interested in. I'm never going to approach women who I have a true desire to meet. And so because I'm flirting with women who I'm are cool or attractive, I can attract the woman, but I can't attract the woman. There is some getting out of your comfort zone that has to happen if you're a guy and you see someone that you're actually interested in. I failed myself by linking the attention and the returned interest from flirting to some kind of worth, some kind of love, some kind of self-value. It is irrational for me to flirt with anybody that I'm not interested in, truly interested in. It's irrational. And now that I'm in this state, I find myself having a hard time even talking to women. It's very cut and dry. It's completely platonic, and the words don't come out as easily. It's all business. It's all small talk. And it's all, okay, bye. Because I understand now that a gentleman doesn't, let me say this, a gentleman doesn't flirt unashamedly with women that he's not truly interested in. Think about that. Like, a gentleman doesn't. A gentleman doesn't. And what you do when you do that, when you flirt with women, you clog up your capacity and availability with women that you're just not that into. Let me say that one more time. And again, I'm not saying flirting is bad. Let me get that out there. Flirting is not bad. But if you're flirting with a lot of women or a lot of men, for women it would be with those guys that they've already friend zoned, and they get the attention from those guys, knowing that those guys, that's what those guys want. But for us guys, you will clog up your availability and your capacity. And we talked about this. You have to have capacity and availability, meaning if you have even one or two extra women that you're just talking to in your phone, and I'm not even talking about dirty, I'm talking about innocent flirting, you're going to clog up your full capacity and availability for someone that you're actually interested in. And I'm no longer out to hurt feelings at all. I don't want to break. I don't want to touch anybody's heart. That's not mine. That's not for me. And that's where I'm at now. All that I desire is for that woman who desires me. And that's that real true gentleman spirit coming out. And also kind of like that husband energy that I'm working on as well. And the other thing about not flirting is that there is an energy inside of me that I guess I would release with flirting that is now in here. And it's no longer in my loins per se. This energy is now in my chest. And that is the heart chakra. And way my heart's being healed from needing to chase the attention that I would chase with the flirting. And I listen, I find myself wanting to flirt still, thinking that this person probably thinks I'm so cut and dry, so boring. Because it's not that I'm shutting down the attempts, it's just that I see the attempts, or I see the opportunities, let's put it that way. I see the opportunities for me to flirt, and I'm not taking them. And that's what's causing the energy to sit right here. Because I'm recognizing where I would do those things that got me into trouble before with the flirting. Why would I flirt with somebody who doesn't have the same capacity or availability as me? Why would I flirt with somebody who doesn't have the mutual interest or desire or commitment? Just because, just to flirt. Am I practicing? What am I practicing for? Why would I do that? To be more regulated in our actions is the true journey of that gentleman. To be rational in all of our actions is the true journey of that gentleman. To do those things that are right and good and wholesome because we are gentlemen. And to save that energy for that woman is what a real true gentleman would do. And so I retired from flirting. And it's probably one of the most powerful things that I've done. And this is for me because I was such a natural flirt. To recognize how much trouble I got myself in. And not bad trouble. Again, I'm single, no kids. But to have had the privilege of dating, of meeting so many women, and to have flirted with so many women. I'm grateful to finally have learned that it doesn't mean anything when you're not truly interested in the woman. To leave these women alone. And so, with that, hopefully this message came across in a way that is healthy and wholesome, that you can understand, and to understand why we need to hold back that urge to flirt, to be better gentlemen, to withhold that energy. And here's the other thing, here's the kicker. With the way that we have OnlyFans and all these other sites where you can just go and see these women, interact with these women, we guys need to pull back. Imagine if that stream dried up. Imagine if we really started pulling our attention back. Imagine if we stopped giving out our attention and our money so freely. How this thing would change for us, for everyone's good. If we could go back to pointed and directed attention to those people who, first of all, family, friends, romantic partnerships, to give our love and energy to our family, to give our love and energy to our friends, and then our romantic, loving energy, caring energy, nurturing energy toward our romantic partner and our romantic partner only. And if everyone did that, when you go to a woman's page and she's got 40, 50, 60, 70, 100,000 followers, and you just know how many dudes are in her DMs telling her how beautiful she is. What if we just stopped that? Because we knew that woman's not for us. And we're not actually interested in that woman. We want our ego stroked by that woman saying hi to us because we know how many other dudes. Come on, guys, come on. Can we get there? Can we reel our attention? Can we reel our energies back in and cultivate it and save it for those women that are for us? Can we do that? That's what we need to be doing. And that's what this message is about. Because I just got there. And if I just got there, I know a lot of other guys aren't even aware of it. Anyway, we went up way over. It's time for me to get out of here and get to this gym. You guys have a great week. And I'll catch you guys later.